Hello, guys. So, Barbara here. I would like to talk with you today about this part of the text that's called Revelation Time and Miracles, okay? So, it is really interesting because perhaps we might not know the difference between a revelation and between a miracle. But the Course in Miracles explains to us what is the difference. So let me just go through it. So it says, revelation induces completely but temporary suspension of doubt and fear. It reflects the original form of communication between God and His creations, involving the extremely personal sense of creation, sometimes sought in physical relationships. So basically, it's saying revelation, it's something that will temporarily suspend doubt and fear. And this revelation is coming from God. So when God talks to you, it's a revelation, right? When we decide to have a communication between our brothers or with our brothers, then that's called a miracle. I think I explained that before in another post, but still. Then let me continue. It says, physical closeness cannot achieve it. Okay, so between two physical bodies cannot achieve revelation. Okay, because remember, revelation is the communication that God has with us. Okay, it says miracles, however, are genuinely interpersonal and result in true closeness to others. So miracles could be between brothers and sisters or between bodies in this case, right? Now, remember that a miracle, it's whenever you're showing love to someone, okay? But real love. Now, it says, miracles, however, are genuinely interpersonal and result in true closeness to others. Revelation unites you directly with God, okay? Again, revelation unites you directly with God. Miracles unite you directly with your brother. So that's the difference. Revelation unites you directly with God. Miracles unite you directly with your brother. Neither emanates from consciousness, but both are experienced there. Okay? So just remember, they're both experiencing our consciousness. They don't emanate from it, but they're experiencing there in their consciousness. Consciousness is the state that induces action, though it does not inspire it. Okay? You are free to believe what you choose, and what you do attest to what you believe. Okay? Let me go into the second one. It says, revelation is intensely personal and cannot be meaningfully translated. Okay? Why? Because I might be experiencing something, right? And even though I can explain it to you, you might not be able to understand 100% because you're not going through whatever I'm going through. But because revelation is coming from God and He's communicating to me, it obviously will depend in what I'm going through at that moment, and that is going to give me, well, in this case, the revelation, God communicating with me is going to give me the answer or tips, whatever that I need to heal or to solve whichever problem I could be having at the moment, or doubt or whatever, okay? That is why any attempt to describe it in words is impossible. Exactly, because it's you. I mean, it's going to be just directly for you, right? So you can yeah, kind of share it, but you won't be able, the other person won't be able to understand 100% what you mean. Okay, might say, okay, I do have an idea, but you have to experience it. It says revelation induces only experience. There you go. It says miracles, on the other hand, which the miracles, remember, it's between brothers and sisters. That's the communication that we have between brothers and sisters, and talking about not only human with human, human with an animal, human with nature, right? Okay, or vice versa. They are most useful now. Miracles, on the other hand, induce action. They are more useful now because of their interpersonal nature. In this phase of learning, because we're learning, right? Working miracles is important because freedom from fear cannot be thrust upon you. So in this state of learning, we're still having a lot of fear, even though we're saying, no, we are. Believe me, at the moment that the more we advance into the course, we're going to find out like, oh my gosh. So at this stage, because we're learning, right, we need to show body by body our miracles towards our brothers, an animal, nature, right? We need to show it because it's coming from love, right? Okay. So it says, okay, revelation is literally unspeakable because it is an experience of unspeakable love. Okay, so just wanted to know that part. It is really, really interesting. Let me go into the next one. Why not? It says, awe, I think I explained that one before. So awe should be reserved only for revelation. Okay, so only for the communication that God is having with us, to which it is perfectly and correctly applicable. It is not appropriate for miracles, meaning the communication between brothers, because a state of awe is worshipful, implying that one of a lesser order stands before his creator. Okay, so even though we could admire, let's say, a yogic, the Dalai Lama, many other humans that perhaps are more advanced spiritually than us, they deserve respect. They deserve all our, this respect or admiration, but they don't deserve awe. So awe, it's only for the Creator, which is God. And it should here, awe should be reserved only for revelation, because that's the straight communication that God will have with you, and there is no mistake in it. When another human being, right, even though they could have a lot of knowledge, they might have really good intentions, but they do not have the fully truth. Okay, again, why? Because everyone is experiencing different things. So the best thing to do, and the only thing to do basically, is saying, ask God so he can revelate to you what you really need to know. Okay? And that's it. So I'm going to leave it until here for now. I will try to share as much as I can, because I think we're in those times that we need to learn, and we need to, of course, do what is helpful so we can all transition into a better mind and a more peaceful world. Bye.